Hello, what's up everybody? What's up new subscribers that I got from that 6-second long video of a dog who are not here for this video and expect me to keep posting apparently amazing memes. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that, so hi, hope you like this because this is what you're getting. Today I'm doing a speed build sort of dealy again. I'm doing, I don't know what the scenario is called. What's the scenario called? Archipelago Adventures, I think. And I'm not progressing in it very well because just like the Western scenario, island scenarios aren't really, they're not really my thing. I don't really mind them, but the kind of things that I want to do with the architecture, I don't have really the tools to do. Everything I think of when I think of like island locales, I guess, is I think of Final Fantasy X, and I think of, I guess that's about it, isn't it? I guess that's really all I think of is Final Fantasy X. That's where my mind immediately goes. So I think of like these weird fantasy kind of stone sprawling, I don't know how to describe them, cities. I don't know, I think of Final Fantasy X locations. I think of that. And I don't really think I have the tools or the skills to create something that looks like Final Fantasy X. I would love to do that sort of theming in a place like this, but this is really kind of a squared off kind of game, and there's just a lot of the walls are just walls. There's nothing like special about their texture or anything, and I'm not confident in even giving it a go. Maybe someday, but for the time being, just like in the desert scenario, Mystic Oasis, I think it was, I decided to take the park entrance that's pre-built and base every single building in the park off of that. So I've already got a food court area that unfortunately I wasn't recording when I built it. I didn't plan on building it, it just kind of exploded into existence. So I've already got a food court area that's based on the tiny like 3x1 park entrance, and it uses the same pieces and everything, and it came out really pretty. I think it's really cool. You'll see it as I go and pipette things from it, because that's really all I do in this episode is pipette things. I have a very basic look that I'm trying to adhere to with these kind of half walls made out of a wall with some borders, open walls above those to complete the full height of the wall, and then paths for roofs, and a second level that's not quite a full level above the first level, if that makes any sense. That's how the park entrance is built. It's 2 short levels with a taller level in the middle. So I'm kind of doing everything in tiers like this, where it's got the main level at a 4 height, and then the second level is at like 4.5 or something like that. It's based on path heights. The height of the second level is just 1 path height above the top of the first level. Because I really like the idea of making these accessible to guests so they can go up there and sit. It's not entirely appropriate for a tropical scenario because it's out in the sun, but I guess people go out in the sun when they go out in the tropics. When they go on vacation, they tend to be in the sun. So it's not too bad. I don't do a lot of awnings or roof covers because it does rain here a lot, but I'm trying to keep it visible. I don't want to hide all the detail by putting umbrellas everywhere and everything. But you can see, it's not a good shot. I was gonna say, here's a good shot of the food court. It's not. You'll see it throughout the video. I should have taken a video of it at the end of this one just so you can see it. But I didn't really plan this building out. I built the queue, and then I just kind of slapped a building around it. I'm not in the mood to. I'm not in the mood right now to comment on this. I shouldn't be doing this right now. I just kind of don't really feel like it. I do a lot of experimenting with these awnings because I couldn't find a way to put them on there that I was really satisfied with. But they're kind of a key part of the style based on the front entrance, so they have to be there because they just have to, or else they don't match. Those little yellow bits poking out on the edge, I'm not actually sure what those pieces are supposed to be used for, but this park, the entrance uses them to make the wood look like it's jointed together in the corners. So that's what I'm using it for on all these yellow bits. I really don't know what it's for. It says, I think it says it's arch border or something like that. I don't know how that would border an arch. I guess maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know what that's for. But I decided to build on a little area here because the booths for the rides have a back door. So just for realism's sake, I decided to give that a little entrance area and make it look accessible rather than just floating over the edge of the water or with a wall in front of it blocking it. And then the velvet rope barrier, if you color it gray, it kind of looks like the chain barriers that they use in queue lines in real parks. Let's see. I'm sorry, the commentary on this one's not very good, is it? I don't know why, I'm not really in the mood to talk about it. I just watched, I'll just talk about whatever. How's that sound? You can just watch the video while I talk about whatever. I just watched Silverette's Victoria Lake playthrough. He builds so great. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, he just sits there and he's got this beautiful path out in like 2 seconds, and he does this thing with paths where they crisscross over each other, and it makes a 2-tile wide path look like a complex, well thought out, beautiful path section. And I'm like, how are you doing that? I'm totally gonna steal that. Not in this park, there's no room, but whatever the next one is, if there's room, I'm totally stealing that and gonna try and do more with it. And he does, like, he separates 2-tile paths with fences, like every other tile, so that you can put plants next to the fences and make these little central areas and put benches everywhere, and it just looks really nice. And I'm like, how are you doing that? It's like, I think I'm a good builder, but then I watch him build and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, how are you doing this? Which he built half the scenarios in the game in the first place. And he's got tons of videos about Planet Coaster and this game and all sorts of stuff where he just builds, and it just comes out so beautiful. So I was like, I'm gonna go build something. I'm gonna make it look great. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I mean, it's nothing super fancy or anything, but it comes out nice, and I get to do some landscaping like I did over here in the food court. If this scenario looks kind of barren, honestly, I think that's why I initially wasn't very into playing it at all, because it's really just terrain and water. There's nothing really going on. And there's nothing really stopping you from just flattening the terrain and building whatever you want. But like I said before in other videos, I don't really like changing the path layout, and I don't like changing the terrain unless I absolutely have to. So I'm trying to work with the terrain here. That's kind of what I'm working on here with the landscaping. The ride and the building obviously aren't going to fill out the shape of this little chunk of sand here. So I have to fill in the rest of the space with plants, and I want to try and make it look as cluttery as possible. I want that space all used. I don't want any of this sand just kind of sitting there poking out. So I've been doing palm trees submerged into the ground to make like big ferns, and then using these little bushes everywhere. Sinking trees to make some shorter, some taller. And you'll see probably pretty soon here, I've got a huge vandal problem going on right now. There's vandal pop-ups coming up in the corner constantly, and I keep forgetting to turn off that stupid controls dialogue. I don't need to see that. It doesn't need to be there the whole freaking video. But yeah, there's a huge vandal problem, and I end up just like, oh, there's one right there, sitting on the bench. I take care of it, don't worry. Sort of. I did do a custom fence around the food court that I just did around the back of the ride, where it's one fence stacked on top of itself with a border underneath and borders in between, and I think that looks pretty nice. I wanted to do kind of like a trellis looking sort of thing, and that was what I came up with, and it looks okay. It's not perfect, but it looks okay. This sort of thing here is what Silverette does along a lot of his paths. He puts a fence in the center, so it's still 2 tiles wide, but you can put benches in the middle. And then yep, there we go. That's how I take care of the vandals. And then you can put plants around the benches, and people won't like clip through everything. Once you start adding detail to the top of this building, I think it started looking a lot better. It looked fine before, but it starts looking a lot better once I start putting stuff on top of it. It really starts to come together. Same with the seating and the lights and stuff around it. There's another vandal. Get in the water with your friend. Josephine Jackson has drowned. Well, that's what you get. If you don't want to drown, don't smack my benches around. It almost rhymed. And I thought I saw another one. I'm like freaking out looking for them now, because I can hear them while I play. I can hear them smashing stuff. There's one. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm having a hard time commenting right now. It's okay. Emily Waters drowned. Someone else is gonna drown. I wonder how much of a hit my park rating takes when people drown. Does it take any? Do they even care? I don't think anybody cares. I know I had a coaster explode and nobody cared. I don't think anybody was like, oh my god, I can't ride that coaster, that's the one that exploded. Like they did in the Roller Coaster Tycoon games. If a coaster exploded, they wouldn't get back on it unless you closed it and like redid a bunch of it and then reopened it, and it was basically a new coaster. If you just opened it back up, no, we're not getting on that. That coaster crashed. People died on that. I'm not riding that. I don't know if they do that, Parkitect or not. I thought this area over here looked a little empty, so I added this little, whatever you want to call it, thing. Arch. I really don't feel like commenting on this right now, but it's too late to stop. I'm going to have to redo it all. This will just be a bad episode. How's that sound? I can upload bad episodes, it's fine. I just got 91 new subscribers because I made a stupid video of a dog jumping around. So I can afford to upload some bad episodes. I got more than enough views to last a lifetime on that one stupid video. Isn't that the worst? You spend time on videos like this, and then I spend literally, I think it probably took me about 45 seconds, not counting the time to download the song, to make a little video of a dog jumping around to Vanessa Carlton. And it gets, I think it's at over 200,000 views right now. Meanwhile, my highest viewed video that I actually spent time on is at like 600. It's like, oh, why wasn't I just making easy, low-hanging fruit videos this whole time? But no, it's okay. I'm not in it for the views. I just like when people watch and comment, so I'm not actually upset about it. I just think it's funny that you put in effort and you don't get much back, and then you just like slap something up there and it's almost viral. I think 200,000 is enough in a week to call it viral. It got put on a meme playlist. Somebody put this video on a meme playlist. Don't do that. This is a bad video. Don't do that. Don't do that. I wonder how many of those subscribers were genuine and from these videos, and how many were from that video. Because I was really excited watching my subscriber count go up, making the other videos. Like I hit 100 only 2 weeks ago. And seeing it go up to almost 200 so quickly, it's like, that kind of screws with my metrics. Not like my YouTube metrics, just my personal, how many people are watching metrics. Like, oh look, hey, I did more landscaping, it looks really good. I wasn't really paying attention. I lined the outsides here with rocks, just to kind of fence in the plants so they're not poking into the water. Or if they are, it looks more natural. It doesn't really match the rest of the park, but it will when I'm done with it, because I'm going to do that to the rest of the things that I build. Anyway, yeah, I uploaded that video. It got a ton of views. I uploaded this one. It won't. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. This one's not good anyway. I hope you enjoyed watching it anyway, though, because it's almost over. And I think this building came out looking fine. Did everybody have a good Christmas? We were talking about Christmas in the last episode. I had a good Christmas. I got all sorts of crap I didn't think I was going to get. Like, I wasn't expecting it all. I got a new air fryer. I got a waffle maker. I got these massive posters that were used as displays at Spencer's for the Nightmare Before Christmas. I got all sorts of stuff. So that was fun. Boy, I'm just kind of talking about whatever, aren't I? I'm supposed to be talking about what I'm building. I'm not doing a good job today. That's okay. Here's the final building. Look how pretty it is. Do you like it? I like it. I like the height differences on things. The path roofs and everything. I thought this guy was a vandal, so I was checking to see what he did. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm really happy with it. And I hope you enjoyed me rambling incoherently. So long that the video ended already and I didn't finish the episode in time because I suck at finishing episodes.